We're going to discuss about the text formulas that's used in Excel. First one is concatenate. So what you can see here is concatenate this to this, and it could be a lot more if you want to stick them together. So what it does is you input text that you place in, and they just combine them into one single string or one single text. So for example, you can see over here, hello, hypotastic learning. So you have 3 different cells, and what you're gonna do is combine them to a single one. So you can see this formula over here, hello, hypotastic learning, and there's also spaces in between. So this shows that it's not just about picking the values in the cell, but you could also place in your own values. So just to demonstrate it out, let's type concatenate. Okay, and then followed by, let's click the first cell, and then comma, and that's a separator. You're telling that we're placing at the next value. So to signify the start and the end of the string is the quotation followed by the next one. So I'm just clicking this one, so comma, and then let's add another space here, and comma, and pick learning, and then close it with the parentheses. So what you have is the same result as the concatenation. Next is find. Find is find this in this text. So what we're gonna do is we're finding a specific word, or could be just a letter, in this specific text. So for example, if we have the text, how are you? And then what you can see in this formula is we're looking for the word are, and then followed by A2. So A2 would signify this value over here. So you could see the coordinates A followed by 2. So we're looking for the word are, and then based on this cell, it's saying that it's on the 5th character. It found R on the 5th character. So how do we come up with 5? So that's H is 1, O is 2, W is 3rd, space is the 4th one, A is the 5th character. So which means it found R on the 5th character. So to use it, let's type in find, and then find the text. So we're looking for R, and then within text, and let's just select this one, and it will give you the 5. Next is left. So left, we're placing in from this text, and then this many letters. So it's more of a truncating effect. So what can you see here is it could be a social security number, or any number in a specific format. So we just want to get the first 3 characters. So you can see the formula, left, and then provide the source, which is this cell, A2, and we're getting the first 3 characters. So you would get 1, 2, 3. So let's type it out over here, left, pick this one, and then type in the number of characters, which is 3. And you would get the same result, 1, 2, 3. Length. So length is the shorthand for length. So you just want to get the text, the length of the text. So for example, hypotastic. Hypotastic is actually 11 letters. So just type in length and then your source or the text. So let's type in length, and then let's select this cell, and you would get 11. So one thing to take note of is we're not just limited to cells. So could you also place in the exact word inside? So let's type hello. So if we count hello, that's 5 characters. So we should also get 5. So you could just place it like the values, and we're not just limited to cells, and you can pick your own values. Next is lower. So lower is just getting the text and then outputting it into lowercase characters. So we have here the word hypotastic, and there are some capital letters, lowercase letters. Once you put it inside the lower formula, and you would get hypotastic. in lowercase letters. So let's type in lower. Let's place the cell, and there you go. Next one is mid. Mid is, it's somehow similar to left, except that instead of getting it from the leftmost text, in other words, getting the first few characters, we're getting mid from the middle. So let's say hypotastic. Let's have this word again over here. And look at the formula. You have the source text at the beginning. Start here, meaning we want to get from the starting, from the fourth character. And the last one is just 2 for 2 characters. How many letters are you getting? So example, what happened over here is we're choosing the word hypotastic, and we're saying that on 4, start from the fourth character, HIPP. So we're starting from the second P, and then 2 is saying that get the 2 characters from here. So we would get P and O. So let's type in mid, and then this text, start from the fourth character, so that's 4, and I want to get 2 characters, so we should get to P and O. So for example, if we want 3 characters instead, so we would get P, O, and the capital T. So that's mid. Next is proper. So proper is more of converting the text into a proper case. Proper case meaning it's all in capital letters first, and then followed by lowercase for the rest. So you can see over here, we have a random lower uppercase, and once we put in proper, it's only H that gets capitalized. So let's type in proper, pick your text, and you get hypotastic, which is the capital H. So just to give you another example, so if we have like hello, how are you? And then I'm just typing in random ones. So what's going to happen to proper is all of the first letters are capitalized and the rest is lowercase. So hello, how are you? Okay, so we have rept. So rept is just the shorthand for repeat. So we're just placing in repeat a specific text and then how many times. So we have the word here, hey, and we just want to repeat it 3 times. So you can see the number here, 3. So we get hey, hey, hey. So if we go rept, their text, and then let's say we want it to be 5 times. So we get 5 heys. Substitute. Substitute is more of a replacement. So we have substitute in this text of the source text, this text with this text. So this text is more of what is the old value that we want to replace, and then with this text is the new value. So this one, we have the word you is great, and then we have you want to replace is with R. So what's going to happen is substitute the source text, and then place in the is, which is what you want to replace, and then the replacement, which is R. So it becomes you are great. So let's say we type in substitute. And then our source text. And then we want to change is. And then we want to replace it with R. And then you are great. Okay, trim. So trim is fairly straightforward. What it simply does is it removes the spaces at the beginning and in the end. So if we have spaces and we just want the cell to remove the padded spaces, this is perfect. So we have a lot of spaces. You can see over here there are spaces at the beginning. So just passing it to trim will remove the spaces for you. So it's really straightforward. Let's use the function trim. Place it here, and all of the spaces at the beginning and the end gets removed. So do take note that the spaces in the middle are retained. So it's just more of the at the beginning and in the end. Next is upper. Upper is more of the opposite of lower. So you can see here, that upper and then just place the text inside. So we could see a hypothetical over here, and the result is all in caps. So all of them are capitalized. So let's type in upper. So select your text, and you get all caps. The last function for text is value. So value, we just place in the value over here. What it does is it converts the text into a numerical value. So you can see over here 123.45, and we just pass it a value, and it gives you the value. So if you pass in text over here, it will give you an error saying that, hey, this is not a value. So it's just passing in value. So let's click A4 and do the same thing. So let's try passing in value. It will give you an error.